Tony Harding from Harding Knives, and I recently did a couple of videos, one on how to carry a bushcraft knife, one on why invest in a bushcraft knife, but today I thought I would tell you about my knives. This is a standard bushcraft knife of mine. It's a typical bushcraft knife. I make mine with 01 steel, 4mm thickness usually, and whatever that is in imperial, I can't remember, and hardened to 59 Rockwell, so it's the standard woodlaw type blade, I guess is what I should call it, with a Scandi grind, of course. Now, I've been doing these full-time for about 7 years. If the definition of full-time is more than 40 hours a week, then definitely. Full-time for about 7 years. My customer base my business has not been based online. I make knives for some other people without even my logo on. I put their logo on, and that was or has been part of my business, but I'm trying to make a transition now to the internet, hence the YouTube channel and the Instagram and Facebook page and all the rest of it. I'm not good with the internet, but you know, or cameras. Well, let's see what happens. But anyway, that's my standard bushcraft knife. 4mm 01 carbon steel, Scandi grind, and usually the two loveless bolts and a brass lanyard tube. And I like to chamfer my lanyard tube. I use a thicker one than most and then chamfer it, because I think that looks I think it looks stronger and gives it a little bit more of a classy appearance, I think. Always have fibre liners on of various colours. I very rarely put wood to metal. There's always a liner in there somewhere. So they're my standard bushcraft knives. I've made a lot of different knives, and I love trying new things. So if you want to design a knife of your own, make a cardboard one, or a thin wooden template, send it to me and I'll make an exact copy. Even a paper copy. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. I love doing the leather work as well. I started doing that out of necessity, because I couldn't bear the thought of buying a sheath that someone else had made. So I had to learn to do the leather work as well, and that was the best thing ever. I love doing the leather work, and everything is stitched by hand, of course. I don't use any machinery whatsoever. I don't use that much machinery with the knives either. But and I've recently learnt to put ink onto the leather before I turn it into a sheath, which has opened up a whole new field. I can customize something with any words or pictures that any customer wants as well. This is one of my favourite knives, the Bog Oak. That's a brand new logo. That's the first and only knife that's had that logo. It's a slightly different set of antlers and a different presentation there. I love the Bog Oak. It's been carbon dated as 5,300 years old, so I trust the carbon date, and it's a wonderful material. I stabilise it myself. There's kind of an irony there that it sits in the ground for over 5,000 years and then I need to stabilise it. You'd think that being that long in the ground it was stabilised, but it isn't. Bog oak shifts and responds to the environment just like any other wood, which I kind of like, that idea, the fact that it can it's almost like coming back to life again. It responds to its environment. Well, that's a good thing, but not with a knife handle. We don't want it to move, because when it shrinks, if it's extreme, a handle can feel uncomfortable. So anyway, that's why this sheath with these famous kind of cave drawings that you might recognise, I thought that was a good design to put on a sheath with a handle of a knife that's 5,000 plus years old. So I really like that. I will be doing a lot more videos, depending how people respond perhaps. But I love the idea of actually going out and testing my knives, because I think I said in the last video, I do actually prefer to be out there using these things. I'm a bushcrafter at heart, and I prefer using them to making them. But I must admit, making them is a pretty cool job too, and I realise I'm actually very lucky. But we'll see how my branching out onto the internet goes. I've only ever made, this will be my 5th ever video. I don't know whether you like the intro, but I've not done filming before, so I'm going to dedicate my time to it, and hopefully, like leatherwork and knife making, I'll be able to develop even my video making to a high standard. That's the plan anyway. Good. Subscribe. Did I say it, or is it obvious that I'm in England, and I'm an English knife maker? Although I do visit the United States from time to time. In fact, I might be going next week. We'll have to wait and see. So I'll be taking some knives with me and do some tests on some of that good, tough Rocky Mountain wood. And I love being in the Rockies. It's a bushcraft dream. Oh, absolutely. And very hot over there at the moment, so we'll see. We'll get up the mountains and see what we can do. That's if I decide to go. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram as well as take a look at the website, ashardingknives.com. Yeah, bye for now.